switch started, and we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first down, Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions at 10-5 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
They want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll run with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all...
And that is caught. Bears. Chase Claypool. A 1-yard touchdown. The Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Newton's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Newton. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Now Newton. This is caught. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 19 yards away. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On fourth down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Lions will take over. Next possession forthcoming for Cam and his offense. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but now their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on second down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on second and 10. Newton, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Fields. Quick slant, founded Claypool. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And here's Matt Araiza now. Here's Jackson. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in week. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Fields. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll go option to the short side. They juked him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Cam's throw going into the hands of Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Newton now to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Newton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fields now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just rest.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run out of the gun with Swift, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Sharp's got it, left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 13-yard line. Good to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here's Swift. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we?
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, 40 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Up across the 25 and down at the 28. Detroit's offense ready to take over. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?